Here's how to grow your following on social media in probably the easiest way. Now, I run a 6-figure run rate marketing agency. I've generated over 200 million views on social media, have trained and coached individuals, and there's too many videos on this platform right now that feel like they need to do all this fancy editing to try and bring people in and explain to them exactly what they need, and then they don't actually give them anything. So this video is going to be no edits, no cuts. I'm just going to tell you exactly what you need to do if you want to grow a following on social media in 2026 and you want to actually monetize your social media, because I've done it and I help other people do it. So this is how. So first things first, most people make this mistake and they create content that they want to create. Now, this is the biggest problem in the world, because actually people are selfish. People don't really care about what you want to say. They care about what's in it for them. Now, that terminology needs to be ingrained in your brain when you're making content. What is in it for them? Understand who your audience is. What are their pain points that you have a solution to? And then make sure your video is directed to them. So it's not like, I made loads of money on this platform and this is what I do every day to make it happen. It's, how do you make a load of money on this platform? Well, here's how you can make a load of money on this platform. Okay, whatever your niche is, whatever your business is, refer that to that. It has to be about what's in it for them all the time. So focus on them over yourself. Second thing is, and you've heard this before, the hook is really important. It's more than important. The hook and that first 1 to 2 seconds is the most important part of any video. So every video that you've ever posted to this date, if you haven't had any success, I want you to go back through them and understand what you did wrong. And look at it from a lens of, if I was scrolling and I didn't know this person, would I stop on this video? The answer's probably no. And this is what most people face. They don't manage to stop people from scrolling. Now, people are moving their fingers and they're going through a lot of content throughout the day. You haven't earned the right on this earth for them just to go, oh, that's one of their videos, I'm going to stop. You have to earn it. You have to do something that makes them want to stop and watch you. Whether that is a visual hook, whether that's an auditory hook, whether that's the words that you're saying in a certain way that are phrased to the questions that your audience are always asking. So you're actually using their frequently asked questions as a method to bring them in. Whatever it is, make sure that you grab their attention in the first 1 to 2 seconds. Okay, so we're grabbing attention and we're making sure the content is very relevant for them and it's all about them. Okay, people are selfish creatures. And the third thing that you need to understand, because I'm only going to give you 3 in this video, but they are the most important 3, is watch time is more important than anything. So to get people to buy into you, you need to reach a lot of people. And you can only reach a lot of people if the algorithms push you out to them. Now, trust me, having generated 200 million views, I can tell you the way that you get pushed out to more people is by retaining them for longer. The algorithms want people to stay on the platform. So if your video keeps them watching for longer than other people's videos, they are going to push your video in front of people, because if they're watching your videos for longer, it means they're staying on the platform for longer, which for the platforms, they're able to go, cool, we can put a load of advertising in front of these people. We can even put an advertising mid-break. So there's benefits to them, to you keeping people's attention. Now, there are ways to do this, whether that is little cuts to keep the pattern interrupts going, whether that is just speaking about a subject that has various elements to it and you can break it down. For example, if you're going like, here are 3 ways to do X, okay, and the last one's probably the most important. Okay, so people have an expectation now, there's 3, so I want to stay around for the 3, and actually the last one's the most important, so I've got to wait until that part. Okay, so you're keeping them for as long as you can. Engagement is then secondary to that, and likes, etc., are just, they're easy. People can like things by accident, so you don't even factor those into your methods. You need to keep people to stay on the platform. So if you can implement those 3 things, you will start to see positive results. Speak to your audience. Make sure the content is relevant to them. It's about them. It's for them. It's not about you and it's not for you. You are not your customer. You are not your audience. You have to make content for the other person. With that in mind, you have to grab their attention in the first 1 to 2 seconds to get them to actually stop scrolling. A pattern interrupt, visual, auditory, use a question that they often ask by giving them an answer to it. And thirdly, keep them watching for as long as you can. And that is by just teeing it up, giving them some expectations, time scales, amount of things they're going to see. And that is literally the nuts and bolts of how you can generate more views, more engagement with your work that you're creating, and ultimately make more money because you can get more customers, more clients, whatever it is that you're trying to sell. So go and implement them, and then come back to this video and tell me how bloody great it was. Now, I'm not going to tell you to follow me. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe. I'm not going to tell you to like this video or comment. I only want you to do that if you found this valuable. If you didn't, no hard feelings. It was nice that you watched some of this video. I appreciate it. But if you did find this valuable, then maybe you should consider doing that. But you don't have to. There's no expectations. I'm not going to monetize off you. I'm not going to try and get you into my course. I'm not going to try and do any of that. I just want to give you something in the hopes that you'll implement it, and then you'll come back in the future because you found it so valuable.